Hey, fourth grade, it's Mrs. Swagner, and I am coming to you from my house to yours. This is our week 3 of e-learning, and I am excited about what we're going to be making. This project is something we normally end up doing with paper or with yarn or string, and since we're all at home and you might not have those supplies, we're going to be using plastic bags to do our weaving. And I've come up with a plan that we're still going to do a pouch, so I'll show you how to do that. And below me is actually several more videos, but the first one is a video about the history of weaving, and I would really like you to watch that. There's lots of new information on there, even some things Mrs. Swagner didn't even know. So please go ahead and watch that. And when we come back together, that's going to be something we can talk about, is maybe something that surprised you from that video, and see what you liked best from that information. Then the other videos are going to be the start of your project. So we have to make a loom, and I'll tell you what that is below, and then we will start the process of weaving. I am hoping that you are excited about this. This is definitely going to be a fun project to work on at home, and I am excited to see how we all do. Please go ahead and watch the videos below, and I'll have more directions for you.
Wovens. What makes them unique? There is evidence that the first weaving looms were in use 4,000 years ago. It was around this time that most civilizations developed their own version of the hand-operated loom. The Weavers' Craft Guild was created in 1100 AD in England to support the craft of weaving. For centuries, weaving remained strictly a cottage industry, where all weaving took place in the home. It wasn't until the Industrial Revolution in the 1700s that the factory system became more prevalent than the cottage industry. This was the beginning of the modern-day factories. Weaving technology has evolved from the first simple handloom to the high-tech machines of today. The first major technological advance in weaving came when John Kay invented the flying shuttle in 1733, which allowed the shuttle to be thrown through the shed without having to be placed manually through the warp yarns. This was followed by the development of the Jacquard loom by Joseph Marie Jacquard between 1801 and 1805. The Jacquard loom is considered by most to be the first key-punched card-operated computer-like system ever made. It was so revolutionary that the French government purchased the system 5 years later in order to control its use. Because the system threatened the hand weavers' monopoly, they revolted, burning many Jacquard looms and forcing Jacquard himself to flee his hometown for fear of his life. In 1837, Lucius J. and Francis B. Knowles developed the first upright loom powered by a steam engine, but they were not granted a patent for their design until 1856. By the end of the Industrial Revolution, 90% of all weaving looms in North America were automated. These major innovations in weaving resulted in higher quality fabric and a faster rate of production. In the last 100 years, there have been significant developments in weaving, especially in the form of shuttleless weaving systems. Developments in weaving technology continue to improve the quality of fabric as well as the increasing rate of production. Covering an extremely wide range of applications, wovens are a key element in the apparel, home, and industrial fabrics industry. Whether designed for fashion or constructed for industrial applications, wovens are used for more applications than any other system of fabrication.